What's up, it's Chris Harrier. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you a super effective workout to build every area of your chest using just 2 chairs right from home. Most people working out from home don't have access to weights or any gym equipment at all, and that's why we're going to take advantage of 2 chairs in our house to help us apply more body weight to each exercise, creating more of a resistance, making it more effective to build strength and muscle, as well as engage more areas of our chest than just the average push-up on the ground. So we're going to be using chairs for all of these exercises, and if you come across an exercise that you find too difficult, don't be discouraged. I'll be giving alternate exercises that anybody can do, still activating the same muscles that will build your strength to eventually do the same exercise that I'll be demonstrating in today's video. Now for today's routine, to get a well-rounded chest workout, we're going to be engaging all the areas of our chest from our top, middle, and lower chest. And I structured this routine to overload each section before we move on to the next. So if you're ready to get started, to properly follow along with me, make sure you've downloaded the ThenX app in the App Store or Google Play Store, open up to the YouTube workout section, you're gonna find this routine and you're ready to get started. Now remember, all these exercises work out your chest, but will emphasize on a particular section. So we're gonna be starting off with the midsection, and the first exercise we're gonna get into is gonna be assisted one-arm push-ups, 10 reps for each arm. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete my set, and after, I'll show you an alternative exercise that you can do if you're having trouble with this exercise. So let's get right into it. We're gonna get into a push-up position. You wanna grab one leg of the chair, and then we're gonna go down into our push-up. All right, we'll switch. All right, there we have assisted one-arm push-ups. With this exercise, we're isolating one pec at a time, which is not only great for creating more of an overload for each pec, but also helps cure muscle imbalances. And when you're doing this exercise, you want to lean onto the arm that you're actually working with. The opposing arm is really just holding on for stability and support. You want to try to use the opposing arm as least as possible, but of course, if you're just getting started, you can use it a bit to assist you in the push-up. And if you're still having trouble with this exercise, an alternative would be to put your opposing arm that's assisting flat on an elevated surface. This is going to allow you to give more support and assistance when doing the push-up, and you may even be able to push a little with the opposing arm. And you can always create an elevated surface for the opposing arm with a stack of books or anything else that you have around your house. Now moving on to the next exercise, continuing to emphasize on the mid portion of our chest, we have tuck planche push-ups for 10 repetitions. I'm going to go ahead and do my set first, and then I'll be showing you an alternative exercise if you can't do the tuck planche push-ups. All right, there we have tuck planche push-ups. These are pretty tough because you want to keep your body flat in a horizontal position, but if you are just getting started with this exercise, you can just lean as hard as you can forward in a tuck position and go for your dips. Eventually, the more you do this exercise, you'll be able to lean more, and the more you lean, the more you're going to end up flattening out. But that's going to come from the strength that's acquired from attempting this exercise. And if you're still having trouble with this exercise, an alternative would be to use another chair to assist you on your feet and be able to go all the way down and all the way up, using it to help you stay in a leveled position. Once you get very comfortable doing it with assistance, you can then eliminate the chair that's assisting your feet and then just go for it, leaning forward and tucking as hard as you can. Now we're gonna move into the next exercise. That's gonna be alternating staggered push-ups, still emphasizing on our midsection of our chest. We're gonna go for 5 reps. After, I'll show you an alternative. Separate these chairs. We're gonna go for a push-up, grab one side, push-up, grab the other side, push-up. That's 1 rep, let's go for 4 more. All right, there we have alternating staggered push-ups, pretty fun exercise, and another great way to isolate each pec as well as work on your outer and inner chest. Now, an alternative move to this would be doing the same exercise, just holding on to an even lower elevated surface. You can use a book or two, as I previously mentioned, and what's gonna make this exercise most difficult is the elevation of the surface that you're reaching to. So choose an elevation that's gonna challenge you, but allow you to do this exercise properly, and you're ready to go. Now, moving on to the next exercise, we're gonna start to emphasize on our upper chest area with elevated diamond to regular push-ups. I'm gonna go for 10 reps, and then we'll break down this move after. So we're gonna start with a regular push-up, then move into diamond. That's one. All right, there we have diamond to regular push-ups, a killer for our upper chest, and additionally, for a moment, we're putting all the overload onto one pec at a time as we transition our hand position from diamond to regular. Now, I went for 10 reps, but if you're just getting started, I want you to choose an amount of repetitions that's gonna challenge you to reach that amount, but still allow you to complete this exercise with perfect form. And if you're still having trouble with this exercise, the alternative would be to lower the elevation. The higher the elevation, the more body weight you're applying onto this exercise, and the lower the elevation, the less body weight you're applying. So choose a height of elevation that's gonna work for you and allow you to do this exercise. Now, the next exercise that we're gonna get into, continuing to emphasize on our upper chest area, is gonna be explosive elevated push-ups. I'm gonna go for 10, and then we're gonna break it down. All right, and there we have explosive elevated push-ups. Now remember, whenever you're elevating your feet in a push-up position, you're always gonna be emphasizing on your upper chest area. So just like the elevated diamond to regular push-up, what makes this difficult is the height of the elevation. So of course you wanna choose an elevation that's gonna work for you. Remember, the higher the elevation, more body weight's applied, lower the elevation, the easier it's gonna be and less body weight's applied. Also, if you're just getting started with this exercise, you don't have to explode all the way off the ground. You can explode as hard as you can, reaching full range of motion without actually lifting off the ground. You just wanna push as hard as you can, giving full force with every single rep, every single time. And that would be the alternative to this exercise. Not actually pushing off the ground, but just giving everything you got, every single rep. Pushing as hard as you can, and of course, lowering the elevation to something that's gonna be more manageable for you. Now, moving on to the next exercise, we have deep push-ups, which is gonna emphasize on our mid to lower chest area. I'm gonna go ahead and go for 10 repetitions. All right, there we have the deep push-ups. One of the best benefits to this exercise is being able to work past your chest, increasing your range of motion and tearing even more muscle fibers, creating an even stronger and more shredded chest. Now, if you're just getting started with this exercise, you just want to go as deep as you're comfortable with. Eventually, the more you do this, you're going to build more strength. You're going to be able to go deeper and deeper. And an alternative to this exercise would be doing the same movement, but doing it at a higher elevated surface. If your hands are higher, you're applying less body weight onto this exercise. You can focus more on your form. As you develop better form and strength, you'll eventually be able to lower the surface that you're placing your hands on, and you'll be able to apply more weight onto this exercise, getting you stronger and helping you build more muscle. Now, moving on to the next exercise, we have dips, which are going to emphasize on our lower chest. I'm going to go for 15 repetitions, and then I'll show you the alternative. All right, there we have dips. One of the best exercises for your chest. And if you're having trouble with this exercise, you can work on just the negative portion of the dip, starting from the top of the dip position and coming down as slow and controlled as you can. Once you reach the bottom of the dip, you can go ahead and help yourself back up with your feet. So your reps will focus on the negative portion versus the concentric portion, pushing back up. And the more you work the negative of an exercise, going as slow and controlled down as possible, eventually you're gonna build the strength to push right back up. So if you're struggling with dips, you wanna focus on the negatives, and that will build your strength to doing actual dips. And if you're still having trouble with this exercise, another alternative would be to put your feet on a lower elevated surface to assist you going up and down. You can help to push back up on your dip by pushing down with your feet. Just keep in mind that you want to use the least amount of assistance from your feet as possible. And another exercise that you can do to improve your dip power would be bench dips. It's a very similar motion to the dip, and it's going to build your strength to eventually being able to do dips. So practice all three alternatives, and you should eventually be able to build your strength to do real dips. Now we're going to finish off this workout burning out our entire chest with a slow motion wide push-up. We're going to take 20 seconds to go down. We're going to hold the bottom for 5 seconds, and then we're going to take 20 seconds to come back up for a total duration of 45 seconds just for one rep. So I'm going to use the bottom bars on these chairs, and you can always use a stack of books if your chairs don't have these. All right, so we're going to start going down, 20 seconds, control, tighten up your core, squeeze your chest. All right, we're gonna hold it. Start going up. There we have it, slow motion, wide push-up. Slow motion reps are one of the best ways to increase the time under tension, help you reach hypertrophy, build endurance, and make you insanely strong. If you first try this and you find your body trembling, that's a good indication that you have a lot to gain from this exercise. Eventually, the more you do this, you're gonna find your body a lot more solid when doing this exercise, and you're gonna see how much strength you really gained. It's also one of the best ways to end your workout strong. Now, if you're having trouble with this exercise, an alternative to this would be doing it with your hands on a higher elevated surface. Remember, the higher of an elevation your hands are, the less body weight that's gonna be applied to this. You're gonna be able to focus more on your form and technique. And of course, the more you train and the better you get at it, you can start to lower that elevation until you're doing it on a lower surface, just like this. And that's gonna complete this super effective home chest workout using nothing but a pair of chairs. Now, I already have a pump in my chest, and if you were able to complete round 1 with me, that's great. Keep it up, but to really get the most out of this workout routine, you wanna be able to go ahead and do another 2 to 3 rounds of this to complete the full routine. And remember, to get this workout and more workouts just like this, getting in the best shape of your life, make sure you become a member at ThenX.com and get full access to all our workout programs, technique guides, and daily workouts that are gonna have you shredded. And make sure to download the ThenX app in the App Store to take our workouts with you everywhere and join the millions of other ThenX athletes around the world getting the best shape of their lives. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, definitely smash that like button. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you want the next video to be about, and share this video with a friend that's trying to work out their chest from home. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. I post every single Sunday, 8 p.m. USA Eastern Time, and if you comment within the first 30 minutes, you always have a chance to win some free ThenX gear. And for more of my content during the week, make sure you're subscribed to my other channel. That's youtube.com/ChrisHeria, and make sure you're following me on Instagram. Almost every single post, I always do some type of giveaway, so if you want a chance to be a part of that, make sure you're following me on IG. And if you're enjoying the music, you can always find all my music on all music platforms, but I'm always posting them first on my SoundCloud. That's soundcloud.com/ChrisHeria, so make sure you're following me. And I just dropped a brand new song called Hold Me Close. Go ahead and check this out.
Tell me when it went wrong, when you thought it was nothing. I couldn't wait to prove you wrong. Now I'm already stunning. Had no one to put me on, had to cover the budget. Now you wanna get along, cause they all wanna touch it. Now you know that I'm the one, ain't no question of nothing. You know the phone that I be on, turning nothing to something. I hit the gas and I'm gone, I ain't got no time for discussions. I hit the gas and I'm gone, ain't got no time for discussions. Cause I ain't tryna play those games with you. Shit ain't been the same since I lay with you. I ain't tryna trip everything around you. Said I ain't tryna play those games with you. Shit ain't been the same since I laid with you. I ain't tryna trip